Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trice and this is WillWorkForHeels TV, the lifestyle of me, a foodie, a teacher, and a lifestyle content creator. So, welcome to another week in the life. I am really excited for this week because on Friday I'm going out of town. Y'all know, if you've been watching my videos, y'all know I like to keep these airways hot. I like to catch a flight somewhere out of town. So this weekend, my friend and I are heading to Chicago for a quick 48-hour rendezvous. We're meeting up with some of her friends who invited us to come down to catch the last leg of the Missy Elliott concert. Listen, I have loved me some Missy Elliott since the beginning, when she had I Can't Stand the Rain, Sock It To Me, all things. And Sierra is going to be there. I love her too. And Busta Rhymes. And there's going to be a special guest appearance by Timbaland. So y'all know this concert is about to be lit. And I also really love Chicago. So I've been to Chicago a few times. I think this might be my 4th or 5th time going. But really excited. I love Chicago. So, interesting fact. Before the first time I ever went to Chicago, there was something in my spirit that said, you need to live in Chicago. I don't know if I lived there in a previous life or something, but I have always been drawn to Chicago. I used to say, I want to move to Chicago before I even visited the city. Love Chicago, but too cold in the winter. And y'all know I'm a teacher, and I haven't heard the greatest things about their school system, so that's a no. I'll just continue to enjoy it from afar. But I do love the city. There is not a shortage of things to do. The food scene is amazing. There's always something going on. I just love the culture, at least the part of Chicago that I have been to. So anyways, looking forward to that. This week I don't really have too much going on. Tomorrow, I'm taking my friend Crystal, who has 3 small kids under the age of 5, taking her to get her car washed. So I'm collabing with a new car wash here called Whistle Express Car Wash or something like that. And so part of the collaboration is getting the car washed. And so take my friend who needs her car washed. And then on Thursday I have a Yelp event. But other than that, nothing going on except for Friday when we leave out of town to go to Chicago. So this will be a travel vlog mostly. So it's the second week of school and things are moving and grooving. So that class of 47 that I told you guys about in my previous vlog has been dwindled down to 34. Still large, but I can deal with 34. I can handle that. 47 was just too much. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get this vlog started. And I will catch up with you guys a little bit later.
Let's take this show on the road. Same shit, different day. I be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, cop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job knows boss be working my nerves. Clocked out at 4, phone on do not disturb. My boyfriend's cool, I need my girls. The world is ours, so run it up, let's go to a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too little, slow down. No, me and who when they see me out, booked it 'cause I'm not waiting around for you.
I am in Fernandina Beach tonight for a Yelp event. Very different, so really looking forward to this. Of course, I'm taking it along with me, so here we go. So you guys know when it comes to traveling, I don't like to do a whole lot of talking because I'm with people and I don't want to be a distraction. So the majority of the Chicago part of this vlog will be voiced over. So BurgerFi is now open inside of Jacksonville Airport, and I did not know that they sold breakfast sandwiches, but it makes sense since they are in the airport. And my flight left in the morning, so I enjoyed a breakfast sandwich from there and a coffee from Southern Grounds, one of my favorite local coffee shops. And I flew on Frontier, y'all. Listen, I'm about tired of Spirit and Frontier. To be honest, I feel like Frontier is worse, but we'll talk about that another day. But anyways, touchdown in Chicago. And I had moments. Well, I won't say moments, but I got to Chicago around 5:30 because of delays. And y'all, the concert started at 7. So I took the train to our hotel. I was told that it would be the cheapest and quickest way to get there, and they were right. It only cost $3 for the fare, and I had to get off and catch the red line. To be honest, I was a little scared that I was gonna mess up and just completely miss where I needed to be, but the person that gave me directions were spot on. So I had to walk a block to get to our hotel, and it didn't take me too much time at all. We stayed at the Hotel St. Clair in Magnificent Mile, and it was great.
We're ready!
We are ready for the concert. Yay! Do y'all see this line just to get to the parking lot? It took us so long to get from off the highway to the parking lot. And I was annoyed because we were missing the concert, y'all. But anyways.
The moment you want to give up is the moment. And there's no me without you guys up here to make this show special. Give my girl Amy.
Yes, with the Missy outfits. With the Missy outfits. I love it. Yeah.
There's enough division going on in this political shit. All jokes aside, the reason why we hands up is because we need you to do this with us.
She's doing a lot.
I see it, I gotta hear it, but let me make sure. Okay, brother. Hold on. All my fellas in the building.
let it slap. I'ma snatch they wigs till I see them scalp.
Day one, Missy Elliott fans.
Put them ones up. Put them up.
Let's go. Even though we missed the beginning of the concert, it still was everything. The night was relatively young, so we went back to the hotel just to regroup. And I was able to look at the hotel a little bit more because I was rushing when I got there. And then we decided to head out onto the town to see what we could get into. So we're out in these streets.
Out in these streets.
Looking for somewhere to go.
Not paying $20 though.
We're not paying. Yeah, they wanted $20 to get into whatever that was we were at.
I don't have it.
The next morning, we got up extra early because this was going to be our only full day in the city, and we got started relatively early to get the most bang for our buck. We had brunch reservations at 3 Arts Cafe, I believe is the name, which is located inside of the Chicago RH, or Restoration Hardware. And just like the RH here in Jacksonville, it was very, very beautiful. So the concert was amazing.
So good. So good. Missy, So good.
What do you guys think?
So good. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. I'm saying that Missy was great. Busta Rhymes was, he could have stayed home, honestly. But Missy was great. Sierra was amazing. Y'all, we had to, it took us an hour to get through the gas station, parking lot, just to park. So we missed, who did we miss? Timbaland and part of Sierra. So we were bummed about that, but we saw some of her. She was great, and so was Missy. So all was not a loss. And now we are having brunch at 3 Arts Cafe, which is inside of RH. So, yay! So after we were done with brunch, we decided to walk the city a little bit just to kind of work off some of what we just ate because all of us were stuffed to the brim. Plus, our server recommended that we have cocktails, midday cocktails at London House, which is a rooftop bar. And so we took our time walking, had a few photo ops on the water. The weather was absolutely perfect, and it was just a beautiful day.
Baby, you're perfect. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. That spark can give it the butterflies. Mesmerized, mesmerized by you.
London House was really pretty, and so we stayed for about 30 minutes. If you didn't have a reservation, you had to stand, so we didn't want to stand for too long. Next up on the agenda was Millennium Park, and these young, talented dancers were practicing for a presentation that was going to be happening there later on that evening. So we were able to see the show because they were amazing. Even though they were just practicing, my friend Kristen had a moment, a tearful moment because they were playing some gospel and it was really moving. And of course, we had to see the cloud. That's just the iconic thing to do whenever you're visiting Chicago. So we did that. And then afterwards, we caught an Uber back to our hotel to get ready for later on that evening. So my little foodie heart was so excited when I found out we were going to Cheval for dinner. And of course, as expected, there was a 2-hour wait. So we went next door to Nisso's for happy hour. They had some bar bites and caviar bites and some pretty good drinks. So we sat there for a couple of hours. It was a beautiful restaurant as well. The espresso martini was so good. It was on point. We got some oysters and in addition to the caviar bite, one that was on crostini. That was my favorite. They also had some caviar crab balls, which were pretty good. So kudos to Niso's. We'll definitely have to check them out when in Chicago again. And so as we were paying for our bill, we got the text that our table was ready at Cheval. So we went in. Now, the reason we decided to eat here is because it is known for their burgers. And Kristen's friends, Katie and Rachel, raved about the bone marrow also. I have tried bone marrow a couple of times. It's just not my thing. But on to the burgers. The burgers were pretty good. I got mine with the bacon. The bacon was the star of the show for this burger. And it was so big, couldn't really eat all of it, but you best believe I took it back to the room and put it in the fridge. Yes, I did. Afterwards, we decided to go to a speakeasy that was also recommended by our server at RH earlier that day. So he told us to go to this place called 3 Dots and a Dash, a speakeasy that was in the alleyway. It's like a tiki bar, so cute and so on par with the decor. And it was literally standing room only. Once again, because we had no reservations. The drinks were phenomenal. They all either came smoky or on fire, and it was definitely a vibe. And they gave you a lot of drink. So that was it for the night. We went back to our hotel. The next morning, we had to leave out to head back home. But Chicago, as expected, was a good time, even though we were there for a really short time. But love the city, and I can't wait to visit again. Hey friends, so I am back home now, and Chicago was great, of course, even though we were only there for 48 hours. We got there Friday night, right in time for the concert, and then we left on Sunday, so maybe a little under 48 hours, but the concert was great. The only thing that we didn't like was it took us an hour. Of course, nobody would like this, but it took us an hour just to park. So from the exit to the parking lot took an hour because they were charging each car $25. So everybody had to stop and pay. So we ended up missing Timbaland and we ended up missing some of Sierra. So we were not happy about that, but you know, what can you do at this point? What we did get to see was amazing though. And of course, the rest of our Saturday was great. So we spent Saturday just, you know, going around the city. All of us have been to Chicago before, so we didn't have to do too much sightseeing. But of course, going to see the Bean is just, you just have to do it. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen it. So we went to the Cloud at Millennium Park, and we went to 3 Arts Cafe, and it's inside of RH. So we enjoyed RH for brunch on Saturday, and then, you know, you guys saw everything. One of my restaurants that I've been wanting to visit for the longest time was Cheval. Every time I've gone to Chicago, the wait was always ridiculous. Even this time, it was a 2-hour wait because they have burgers that everybody says are the best. Now, were they the best burgers? Not the best I've ever had. I mean, they were good, but I wouldn't go as far as to say they are the best burger that I've ever had. So I'm happy though that I was able to finally check it out for myself. Cross that off of my foodie to-do list. Let me see, what else did we get into? We popped in to several like bars. That was cool. What else did we do? There was a rooftop bar. I cannot think of the name of it right now. I'll pop it up. That place was really cute. But the thing about there, you have to have a reservation if you want to sit on the rooftop. So we had to stand the whole time. But that was cool. We only stayed for about 30 minutes. London House. That's the name of the rooftop bar, a London House. I like it. It was really cute because you could, see a view of the river and all of the architecture. So that was really cool, a cool vibe. Now for Cheval, when we were waiting for those 2 hours, we popped over next door to this restaurant called Nisso's Prime Bar, just to see if they had like a happy hour. And they did. And so we sat and enjoyed happy hour. They had $15 caviar bites, which was really good. So we did that, and we got some espresso martinis. And then after that, we went over to Cheval. And after Cheval, we caught an Uber over to a speakeasy called 3 Dots and a Dash. It was like a speakeasy tiki bar. It was really cute. You couldn't see much because it was so dark in there. So overall, it was a really cool vibe. We did quite a bit in that full day, that full Saturday. My feet were hurting by the next morning because we were doing so much walking the day before. And then, I was in heels trying to cut a rug at the concert the night before that. So, always a good time in Chicago. Like I said earlier, there's never a shortage of things to do. And the weather was perfect this time around. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. The hotel that we stayed at was a boutique hotel near Magnificent Mile. It was called Hotel St. Clair. Really cute. It was small, but it served its purpose. It did what it needed to do. And I'm so mad at myself because right across the street was Garrett's Popcorn, and I was like, I'm definitely getting some of that before I go home. And I forgot. And now that I am back home, I am ready to go again. I just love traveling, y'all. I just love it. But anyways, y'all, we are at the end of this vlog. So if you saw something today that you liked, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with a good friend. And yeah, we'll see what we can get into next week. Toodles.